What's up guys, it's Sashel and I'm going to be talking about some complications of weight loss, or the things that they don't tell you but you need to know. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about is loose skin. So after weight loss, I did experience loose skin. If you want to know about my experience with loose skin in detail, I already have a video on that, so definitely check that out after. But what I will say about loose skin is if you lose a significant amount of weight, there are plenty of videos out there on what to do to prevent it. I did all the preventative measures and I still experienced it. You might have to go to a surgeon and get that removed or just live with it. Skinny shaming. I did not, okay, I'm not gonna lie guys, when I was first skinny girl shamed, I was like, oh my god, people think I'm skinny. And I know that sounds horrible, but I was here for it. I love being skinny girl shamed because I was fat shamed for so long. But if you lose a significant amount of weight, people will make really slick comments like, oh yeah, you need to eat extra food, or you're lucky you can eat whatever you want because you're skinny, or oh yeah, you can have huge portions because you're skinny. Like basically, people always try to use your weight against you if you're a big girl or if you're a small girl. So yeah, skinny girl shame is real. After losing weight, people would tell me, oh, you don't understand, you're skinny, or oh, you can wear whatever you want to wear, or guys talk to you because you're skinny. And I would have to constantly remind people, I used to be a size 16, a 2X. I also had the same exact struggle as you. Being skinny shamed is a real problem. I've even had people say like, oh, you lost your boobs and I took the weight that you lost from losing your breast, I gained. Or, you know, people just make really weird comments. Oh, another thing that people tell me all the time, like, oh, you're lucky that you can eat whatever you want. And I'm like, no, I meal prep. I did not eat this cheat meal out of nowhere. Like, this was something I planned for. So a lot of times people just act like, you know, my body was just given to me, which honey, it was not. Just be ready for that because people will try to come for you. Or another complication of weight loss is the psychological impact that it has. For me, losing weight, I thought once I lose weight, everything in my life is pretty much gonna be a 360. I'm gonna be so happy, I'm gonna be so healthy, you know, life is gonna be perfect. But if you struggle with self-esteem, depression, any sort of mental health issues, it's gonna follow you regardless of the number on the scale, which is definitely what I experienced. And I do see a therapist now, which helps me work through a lot of my issues, but definitely after losing weight, when people would give me compliments or tell me I look good, that sort of thing, I just would always find an excuse like, oh, they're just saying that because they want something out of me, or it's disingenuous, or, you know, I could not take a compliment. It was very hard for me to understand why someone would act like that towards me, because for so many years I was just fat shamed. So just keep that in mind, that mentally things for you might not just do a 180. You have to actively work on weight loss and also your mental health. Another complication of weight loss is, I wouldn't say personality change, but for me, when I was heavier, I always felt the need to overcompensate by being the silly big girl, being funny, being like very likable, because I knew that, you know, I wasn't attractive and people didn't want to talk to me, so I had to have a really good personality. Now, it's just kind of strange. People are friendly to me or receptive to me without having a big personality. So I understand why some beautiful people are kind of like bland, because I feel like you don't have to try as hard. I still obviously have a great personality, but what I'm saying is you don't really have to try as hard for people to be as receptive to you as a slimmer person opposed to being bigger. So that's another thing that you have to adjust, is getting too comfortable. So at one point, once I hit my goal weight of like, I think 150 pounds, I was a size 4/6 for 1 month. I was like, oh, I can do pull-ups, I have abs, my body is, you know, amazing. I was letting all the compliments, because at one point I was getting so many compliments from people, which was something very foreign to me. I was letting that go to my head, and as a result, I was eating recklessly. I was going back to like once a week binging, because I was like, well, I work out healthy during the week. Or actually, no, there was a whole month where I consistently ate very unhealthy, but I was still exercising. And as a result of eating whatever I wanted for that whole month, I put on some weight, and then I had to go back into the gym and go harder and you know, get back to my foundation of healthy eating and meal prepping. So that's something I do want to let you know, is even if you lose the weight, you can gain it back. So don't get too comfortable. Don't get caught up in all the compliments or being able to, you know, be a size 4, 6, or whatever your goal is. Once you get to that goal, you have to work to keep it. Your body is not given to you. So that's something I had to learn the hard way. Complication of weight loss is not everyone is always happy for you after you lose weight. So for me, I have had a lot of friends who have known that I've been a big person and always been like, oh, well, you're skinny, you don't understand, and you're this and you don't understand. And it's kind of funny because when I was big, I was that same person projecting my feelings on my sister. I would always tell her, you don't understand, you've never been a big person, you never struggled with your weight. And then to have some friends turn around and do the same thing to me, and I have to remind them, hello. Like I had one friend who was 215 pounds and she was like 5'11", and I was the same exact weight and I'm 5'4", and I had to remind her, like, girl, I understand what you're going through. I literally was the same exact weight as you, except like 6 inches shorter. Keep that in mind. So just not everyone, unfortunately, will be happy for you. So you might lose some friends along the way, but you know what? They probably weren't real friends to begin with. Because unfortunately, some girls are very shallow and just want you to be the big girl so they can shine, which is weird, but that's how some people think. After losing significant amount of weight, I had to learn what flirting was. Like, I would be wondering to myself, why is this man trying to talk to me or ask me for my number? Because I never had that type of attention before. I never really had a dating life while I was 225 pounds. Okay guys, I really hope you enjoyed that video. I have more videos relating to weight loss and complications of it, so definitely hit subscribe so you can stay in shape with Sashel. Thanks for watching.